What is up, beautiful people, friends, and family from all over the world? It's your girl Cam, and I am back with another video. Today, I'm going to talk to you about creating a 2023 year in review spread in your journal or your planner. So let's get to it. All right, y'all. So I've introduced you to my 2024 journal, my creative journal, my faith journal. I've introduced it in a previous video, and I've talked to you about some of the spreads that I want to create. And one of them is a 2023 year in review. So that's what we're going to do today. Okay, and for this project, y'all, you only need 4 items. There's only 4 things that you need. You need your journal. You need some photos that you're going to add to your year in review. You need some adhesive to adhere your photos down to your page. This can be a tape runner like I'm using. It can be glue, however you want to do it. And then you need some writing utensils. Okay, and I'm going to be using my mechanical pencil to draw my lines, and then my micron pens to go over those lines. So that's all you need, is just 4 items, y'all, to get this spread done. That's it. Okay, so once you find 2 empty pages in your journal, then you want to start laying out your pictures in a way that looks, one, aesthetically pleasing to you, and in a way that will leave room for you to write some of your thoughts about the events of your year. So I am going to do mine chronologically because that's what makes sense to me. And I'm going to lay my photos out on my page. So originally, when I was thinking about this idea, I wanted all of my photos to be the same size. Like, I was thinking about using photos this size all over my layout. But when I got the pictures in here and started laying them down, I didn't like the way the spread looked with everything being the same size. So I decided to enlarge just 2 or 3 pictures to give it a little bit of variation and a little bit of visual interest. So here's another tip for you. Find 2 or 3 images that are very important to you or that represent a very important event in your year, and make those pictures larger than the other pictures on your page, just for some visual interest. So here are the 3 photos that I chose, 3 big events that happened for me in 2023. And this was hard to choose my photos, y'all, because we did so many fun things, but I just had to narrow it down. Once I chose a picture from that month, I didn't keep scrolling through the month of pictures. I went on to the next month. I just skipped on to the next month because it's hard to narrow those photos down. But the 3 big events for me were Go Wild, that I went to with my friend Larissa. The other big event was going on a 7-day cruise with my husband for our 21st wedding anniversary. And I actually did choose 2 pictures for that. And then the other big event for me was my husband winning an award in December. So those are the 3 big events that I want to highlight that are going to stand out for me on this spread. Just to give it some visual interest and to make it a little bit more interesting to look at. Now I'm going to keep laying out my photos on my page, and I'm thinking about laying it out in a way that will look beautiful, but that will also leave me room to write on this page, because I do want to write a little bit. Okay, now once you've got your pictures laid out in a way that looks good to you and that also leaves you a little bit of room to write. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with my pencil and I'm going to draw a little box, little brackets around each photo. So I will know where each photo is supposed to go when I start creating my grid. I'm going to create a grid to write all my notes in, and I want to know where the photos are going to land. So I'm just going to take each photo, and because I'm working with this dot grid journal, it's very easy for me to do this, to just go to the nearest dot on the grid and draw a little bracket in each corner. So this tells me where my photo is going to sit. Okay, you see that? And once I've done that, I can take this picture off of my page and I just put pick in that box. So I know a picture is going there. And I'm going to keep going with the rest of my photos, drawing little brackets around each picture so I will know where pictures are going to land. Once I've got that bracket, I can take it off the page and just write pick, or you can just put a P for the fact that a picture goes there. Got another picture here. I'm going to draw a bracket and keep going. And then I'll write P for pick. And let me do this one next. So now I'm going to show you, after you have all your picks plotted, then the next thing that you want to do is draw in your boxes for two things: for the title for the month, and then for your journaling. So I'm going to leave a little bit of space next to that first picture, and I'm going to draw a box. I'm going to draw right on the grid lines. And this is going to be where I'm going to write my journaling. Then I'm going to draw another box here. And this is where I will put the month. So we could write January here. And I know a January photo will go there, and the January journaling will go next to it. I'm going to draw another box where my photo will go. I'm going to draw another box, and I'm going to write February in that box. Okay, and then I've got space here. I can tell the pick goes here, and I've got some space in between this pick and this pick, and I'm going to draw a line here that's going to be for my journaling. And I might need to leave a little bit of space to write the month. So I'll shorten that, and I'll leave space to write March. Like that. And then I would write March in this box. Okay, so you just continue this process of drawing your journaling boxes next to your photo boxes, and you can put, if you have just a little tiny bit of space, you can put your month in there. I think this was the April pick that goes here, so you'll just write the month in there. And then maybe I'll have a little tiny bit of space for journaling. And it's fine if you just have a little bit of space. You can write the days of your trip. You can write the location where the photo took place. You can write, I love the lake, if that's where you went. It doesn't have to be long and drawn out. It just needs to be a little statement about something that represents that photo. Words to go along with the photo. Okay, so you would keep going through this process of putting brackets around your photos, leaving space to journal, drawing your journaling boxes on both pages. Through the magic of video, I've already got mine done, and I will show you what mine looks like right here. So I followed the same steps that I just showed you, and I created my grid for my 2023 year in review spread. So I am going to take my Micron pen in a 08, and I'm going to outline this entire page with my Micron pen and draw the lines darker, and then I'll come back and add my photos. Okay, isn't this simple and so much fun? A great way to celebrate all the things that you enjoyed about the previous year. I love it. All right, y'all, now I've got all my lines drawn in to my year in review grid, and I think it looks so good. So now I'm going to grab my adhesive and my photos and get all my photos set up in this grid. This is so fun. This is so cute. Okay, so I did mine chronologically. So let me find my January photo. So for January, we went to the Harvey B. Gantt Center to celebrate Dr. King Day. And that was so beautiful. They had a board up in the room where you could write down what makes you proud of Dr. King, or how you can continue to live out his legacy. That was a great project. And of course, the museum was open. We got to look at the art museum exhibits. There were some young people there from Heighton High School who were actually hosting the event. It was good to see teenagers thinking about social equality. And for February, my husband and I went out to Olive Garden on Valentine's Day. That was beautiful. We had a good date night. And then in March, Larissa and I went to Washington, D.C. for the Go Wild convention. I'm not going to be able to go this year, but I had a great time last year. So that's my photo for March. I'm going to put it right here in the March box. Okay, and then for April, we took our youngest son to Asheville for his birthday. My sons really like going to the mountains. That is one of their favorite things to do. So here is my photo of us in Asheville with the Asheville sign in the back. And then in May, of course, we celebrated Mother's Day. And this is a picture of me and my mom on Mother's Day. With our flowers that my husband bought for us. That was so sweet. And then for June, our family went to the Juneteenth celebration here in Charlotte. And that is always a good time. And my husband normally hosts that event. He is the MC for that event. He has been for the last, I don't know, maybe 10 years. So that's a photo of us at Juneteenth. And now for July, that's my birthday month. And a lot of things happened that month. We had a cookout here at the house. We got the backyard all ready to go. We got our first barbecue here at my family home in, I don't know how many years it's been. But one of the things I wanted to document was this photo of my husband and I going to the Broadway musical Six, which is about the wives of Henry VIII. My son and his girlfriend bought those tickets for me for my birthday. So I had to make a choice. Because so many things happened. But that is the photo that I chose. And then for August, I chose 2 photos. One of my husband and I on the island at St. Kitts. Or were we at Perfect Day? This may have been Perfect Day Coco Cay in this picture. We loved this trip. This was a 7-day cruise on Royal Caribbean to the West Indies. And man, we had a great time. This is a picture from St. Kitts with the sign. And we're standing there kissing each other by the St. Kitts sign. Love that. Okay, in September, my mom and I went to a women's conference in the mountains of Georgia. And I forget the name of the little town. It's a little unusual name for this town. But we stayed in a beautiful cabin. My pastor's wife was one of the speakers at the event. Like I said, my family loves the mountains. So that was a great trip. It's a long ride, but it was a good trip. Okay, in October, again, lots of things happened, but I had to make a choice. So I chose to document when we took my mom out for lunch for her birthday. It's me, my mom, and my mom's baby sister. We took her out to Olive Garden. Okay, this is the second Olive Garden event. Apparently, we like Olive Garden, apparently. But that is what I documented for October. And then for November, we had the family over. It was just about 6 of us over for Thanksgiving dinner. We had a big dinner. It was delicious. All the trimmings. And then for December, my son and his girlfriend invited us to a game night and dinner. And so here is a picture of that. Such a cute, crazy photo. And my husband was awarded the My Brother's Keeper Award here in the city where we live. And so I definitely wanted to document that. All right. Okay, so now I'm going to go in and write my journaling in these little boxes and erase some of my stray pencil marks, and then I'll come back and show you the end result. Okay, BRB. I'm going to turn this camera off and do some journaling. All right, y'all, I've got all my journaling added into my year in review spread, and I absolutely love how this turned out. Like, I love it. And I was able to add 1 or 2 sentences in all of these little boxes. It doesn't have to be long and drawn out and super explanatory. I just put one statement or something that I love about each of these photos and each of these events. Okay, so I do have to go back in and write the name of the city that we were in for the women's retreat because I couldn't remember the name of it. But I'll go back and look that up and I'll write that in there. I did come in and add some drop shadows on some of the boxes with my mild liner So that's another writing utensil that you can add to your list of supplies. And I colored in the months of the year with my gray mild liner as well. I'm just in a neutral season right now, my neutral era. So I just used the gray, but you could certainly use a bunch of different colors if you wanted to kind of punch this up some. You could add flowers if you wanted to. You could add little icon stickers, whatever you want to do to make it your own. Or you could just simply add what I've added here: photos, boxes, and words. So I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to give me a big thumbs up. If you're not already subscribed, I hope that you will consider subscribing to this channel. And don't forget to click the notification bell so you won't miss out on any of the upcoming videos I've got planned for you. Let me know in the comments if you've ever done a year in review spread before. And this really is a way for us to document our wins and our celebrations for the year. I know I heard a lot of people saying, oh, I'll be so glad when 2023 is over. My question is, did you have any wins? Did you have any wins? Did you have anything that you can celebrate? Anything you can be grateful for? I know life is hard. It gets difficult sometimes, but there's always something to be grateful for, and there's always something to celebrate. And so this is my way of celebrating the things that happened in the year. Was 2023 difficult? Sure. But we also had a lot of great moments that we could hang on to as well, and lots of things to be grateful for. So I hope that you enjoyed this video. Thumbs it up if you did, and I hope you have a great week. I hope that your week is full of love, joy, and most of all, peace. See you next time.